What up, gang? What up, gang? It's your girl, Hellro614, or just Real Truly Blessed 614. In case you new over here to this channel, I wanted to introduce myself. It's lunchtime. I had a couple minutes, so I wanted to do a ghetto Bible story with you guys today. So, I'm eating and talking. Dang, I done spilled some of my water. I hope everybody having a good start to their day. No matter what the circumstances is in life, just know it could be worse, because it's always people out here who doing worse than what we think that we are doing in life. You understand where I'm coming from? So remember that. I don't want to be smacking all in the camera. I'm muting it. I know we all had an imagination growing up. I wonder how many of y'all, and it's crazy, because when I tell this, I'm going to tell two stories in one. I didn't realize, like, the younger generation, excuse me, how cool they was until I came across these cool kids over the weekend with some real tiny little kids. I would say from the ages of like 2, 3 to like 10, 11. And every time they see me, they run up on me, and it's always love. They got a million questions, and they want to tell me everything. And I was thinking about them while I was riding down the street, you know, for our story time, for our ghetto stories. How they remind me of, excuse me, how the chosen ones are fighting. So long story short, you know, have you guys ever watched like the Power Rangers growing up and stuff like that? Because I know I did. One year, my mom had bought me and my brother the little Power Ranger little sleepy onesies. And man, when I tell you we wore that sucker to death, we wore that sucker to death. We wore it for everything. Even when it wasn't Halloween time, we wore that sucker out. And I remember my mom got me a pink one. And I always be laying with it on and stuff like that. And that's funny because my mom would tell you, like, nah, she had one. She used to wear it a lot. I used to wear my little pink Power Ranger onesie a lot. And I say that to say this, like, you know, the fight that we are fighting spiritually, the Lord handpicked each and every last one of us as his chosen ones from different areas, backgrounds, you know, and places in life. And I'm proud to say that God had picked me out, you know, from the dirt, from the hood. And let me tell you what, God always get the worst but the best ones. Because we may have had worse backgrounds and past, which everybody goes through things in life. That's how we learn and we grow, right? And I said, God always, he picked the worst, but it be the best choices. Not that everybody out here will approve of who God picked, which it doesn't matter, because it's not up to them who they want to be in a spotlight, or who they want to be the prophet for the Lord, or the vessel that he uses. It's not their choice. It's God's choice. And God has already chosen us, so we don't need to be picked. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not for me to try to explain to people the reasons of why God chose us. They can go ask the Lord these questions if they want to question anything that got to do with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing you're not supposed to do, is question the Lord and the decisions and choices that he make in life for us. You understand? And I had to learn that part right there through lessons in life. And remember, all the jokes and entertainment in this video is always for entertainment purposes. I know the world is very cold right now, and I want to lighten you guys up by sharing stories and making you guys smile and laugh, and knowing that life goes on regardless of anything that comes our way. We are equipped for each and every battle that the Lord sends. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, twin. I love y'all. Amen. That's my disclaimer. Okay? Had to make me one real quick. So, like I said, the people might not agree with the people that God has put in positions and chosen for different assignments, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, we are already chosen from the Lord. So, when God chose us, he knew each and every last one of us. Because, see, the chosen ones, we like the Power Rangers for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here kicking butt spiritually. And y'all don't know it because y'all can't see it. You feel me? But we are tearing them out the frame. So that's where my short video came in. And I made, you know, the video in a message from God saying that, you know, I don't steal, I kill. Because that's not God's MO. God is a leader. He is a protector, a provider. You understand? We don't take away from our community. We fight to be sure that we get equal justice and our rights are not being, you know what I'm saying, stripped from us. That's what our people fight for us for. You understand? That's our fight right there. And like I said, sometimes we don't know what's to come, or the things that is to come that God has prepared us for in the battle, whether it's spiritually or physically. We can never question God's ruling, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, we can't question his authority because he's in charge. All we can do is go with whatever Jesus told us. And though it may hurt us all in different ways, because y'all think just because we chosen, we get bypassed. Sometimes we have to go through the same things that you guys go through as well, okay? Even though we are fighting the battles, and it hurts us. But God makes sure that we are still able to get through them things with the tools that he has provided us. Because God has never forsaken nor forgotten about us. Know that. Know that out here in this cold, scary world, even with us being little baby Power Rangers, there's still little demons just everywhere throughout the world that we come across every single day and we have to slay. Okay? That's why we stay so prayed up. Because sometimes it can begin to feel like a never-ending story, but that's not the truth. When God has won that battle, the battle has been won. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. As a chosen one, our job is to come and teach as good leaders. And that's what I'm doing. So why would I stop doing the work that the Lord expects from me and that I'm doing that's in a good way? If I was doing something bad, then that would be different. But that's not the case. So we're never going to be quiet and bow down to make other people feel good because y'all don't want y'all secrets to come out. Your secrets are already coming out. Y'all can't get rid of us. The only thing y'all can do is get rid of yourselves, because God will take y'all out behind us, behind abusing y'all's power. And then we fighting on the front line for Jesus in our little uniforms. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of us, different colors, different races, because we believe in Jesus Christ. Know that we are on the front line for you guys, y'all. Don't think that we don't go through the same thing that you guys go through too, because we do. But God puts us in the front to protect you guys. And that's what we're doing. We have no control over, ignorant people. Shall I say that? Because we don't. And I just want to be honest with y'all. We don't have no control over ignorant people. But when God see that, people are abusing their power and authority that he gave them, then that's when God will step in and take care of those issues for us. So due to the tragedies, the deaths, the loss of resources, income, the food, the housing, and so much more we have lost due to having ignorant people in power in positions that they do not deserve. I ask that you guys do not panic and do things that can cost your life. These people are not playing fair. So now God will take over and destroy everyone involved, whether that is physically or that is spiritually. This fight has never been ours to begin with. Like I told you guys, we are dealing with a bunch of racist hypocrites who are ignorant. Most of them have low IQs, and again, individuals who don't care about anybody but themselves, as you can see. They put the world in danger and in jeopardy and homeless without food and resources to help pay bills and make it through their everyday lives. We have to come together instead of letting them tear us apart. We are against them, not each other. And when I say them, I'm saying thy enemy. So whoever is trying to destroy us, that is the enemy, okay? We're not going to pinpoint nobody. Whoever wanted can get it. Straight like that. But they have been doing this to the chosen ones. And we tried to explain this to you guys. And you guys laughed and thought we were crazy. Especially me. I'm getting on here trying to tell y'all the truth. And y'all ain't trying to listen to me. I didn't like that. I'm telling God, like, look, I'm not feeling this. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight A student. I can't have people looking at me crazy. Just trying to spread the word and what I'm trying to do for you. And to me, and also to the Lord, because he let me know, it don't matter what I want. You know what I'm saying? We can't be disobedient to God. So I had to still put myself on the front line, knowing that I really wasn't comfortable and I didn't want to, because I felt like people wasn't listening and they was taking us as a joke. Ever since I've gotten on YouTube, and I've said this previously in my videos, y'all can go back and watch. I don't cap, I don't lie. That's one thing that you never got to worry about with me. I don't steal and I don't lie. I've tried to explain to you guys that they have been doing horrible stuff behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? They the type of people that'll throw a rock and then hide their hand like they don't know what's going on, and then try to go public like, you feel me, they're here for us or they're for us and they're trying to save us. And you know what I'm saying? They got all these resources to help us. They never tried to help, ever. Okay, I want y'all to know that, and that's coming from me personally, telling the God honest truth. The only thing they tried to do was cause distractions, delays, and obstacles, you know what I'm saying, in our lives to try to slow us down, man. Like, real talk, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we tried to explain this to you guys and y'all laughed and thought we were crazy. Now you guys get to see and feel what we've been going through now for years. And I would speak on myself, you know, personally, because there has been so many changes in my life since I've decided to step up and see, instead of them being accepting of us and grateful, like, okay, we have gifts, they're trying to go against us. You know what I'm saying? Destroy us, allow other people to do hurtful things to us, and then try to cover it up like they don't know nothing about the things that's going on, but they do. You know what I'm saying? They have made it hard for us to be able to survive. You know what I'm saying? They took away basically everything we have. We really have nothing. Like I told you, they're trying to take away the resources, everything. I just told y'all they want us dead. Real talk. You know, and I'll speak for myself. Remind you, they've been doing this to me ever since, like I just said, I started speaking out. So imagine how I feel. The pain and suffering I've been going through for years. Okay? Struggling because of them. And let's please don't forget, don't leave out the goddamn, you know, readers who like to come and get in shit and try to switch shit around and make shit happen, thinking that it's only going to happen individually, like selected. And they are also a part of the reason of the destroyment. You know what I'm saying? And also y'all who've tagged along and egged on situations and laughed about them instead of being in control and nipping it in the butt immediately, y'all gonna suffer too. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to know that. I've been going through this for years, you know what I'm saying, due to them taking away the little help that, you know, I was getting, making sure that I can't really make enough money to do what it is that I needed to do for myself. So God had to interfere in that situation, like, to take control and stop the enemies from what they was doing. So now they are doing things that, you know, they think that God can't control, like putting a freeze on the government. You know what I mean? Making sure that if we need assistance with our gas and our electric and things like that, rent, eviction and things like that, we can't get the help we need. So we would be left out on the streets because that's what they want for us. They're not going to be happy until they see me broke, busted, and disgusted. That's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Ever in life. You know what I mean? It's just never going to happen because I got God, Jesus Christ. Not to mention that they allow people to do harmful things to me here in my city. You know, feel me? I'm riding down the street and a brick was thrown in my window. Like 45, I want to say 50 miles. Harmon is, I believe, 45 miles per hour. You know, do harmful things to me here without taking any action or even seeing if I'm okay or I'm safe after situations occurred and are being reported. You know, and like I just said, I spoke on just, you know, the brick situation. It's been way more than just the brick situation alone. Like, it could be places that I would go to and they would do things intentionally to try to get me in situations so they can have advantage to try to lock me up. Like, it's just dumb shit on top of different stuff and on top of other stuff. So now they're trying to abuse their power by taking away resources that they know that we need help and we need, you know what I'm saying, in order to make it in this world. They done already took away, you know, everything else that we had. So yeah, man, y'all got to pay attention and y'all got to be sure that y'all are, you know, fully aware and knowing who's good and bad. Because some of the smiling faces that pretend that they don't know what's going on, they are the ones a part of the group. And if you need any names or anything like that, please come to me because I don't mind putting them on blast, which I already have really in the past video. So y'all can go back and watch that too, to get y'all more information. So to speed the second story up, because we didn't really tap into that too much, but I told you the neighborhood kids, they so sweet and loving and kind and caring, man. I just love them. Every time I see them, they run up to me. They just happy, they full of life. So I see them, they like, yeah, man, we gotta tell you. I'm talking about they pumped up. Everybody got sticks and everything. So I'm like, hold on, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And I feel like that's Jesus asking the chosen ones, like, what's wrong? They come up, they all rowdy, you know what I'm saying? They ready for whatever. And they telling us that, well, they telling us, because they telling me and God, because of course God listening, you know. And we laughing because to see and how little they are and how ready they were is what meant everything to me, because they were standing on business and ready to ride, especially the little one. Like, she was ready. She was like, it could just be me and you if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was ready for whatever. And see, that's the fight that God sees inside of us as being his chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? Some of us may be little. You know, and I'm going to use me for example. I may not be that tall, you know what I'm saying? I might not look that strong, but I am very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Once again, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. I am hell real. You feel me? Straight like that. And I love water. You should know that. Make it rain, bitch. I'm going to make it thunderstorm. Okay? Straight like that. So, you know what I mean? Very, very, very powerful. You feel me? So just know that God will punish y'all for abusing y'all's power, because no matter of y'all having a power struggle amongst each other, y'all should not put the world in the kind of violence that y'all are trying to do, because that's what they are trying to do. They want you guys to fight amongst each other, get upset, be evil, do things so they can harm us or throw us in jail because they can't fuck with us. Straight like that. And it would never happen, because God will always make a way. One door may be closing, but guess what? God got all these doors open with lights waiting for us to walk through them. Know that. You understand? Because that's the power that the Lord has. The Lord would never cut off everybody's assistance. Why would we cut off our own assistance to get back at somebody else? That's ignorant. Y'all got to be smarter than that. So y'all know that ain't our work, because I just told you we don't steal. We kill. We don't work like that. The people that these people are praying to is not Jesus. Because Jesus would never say do no shit like that. I would never say cut everybody off in the world for one person that I'm upset with. God does not work like that. So, though we are all upset right now and not too sure of how things are going to play out for us, does not mean that we have to feed into the enemy. That is their plan. Allow them to sit in that shit, not us. You know? Know that God will make a way for us. Keep y'all's faith and stay strong, not just mentally, but physically, and continue to do what it is that you guys have to do, like I've been telling y'all. See, y'all was sitting around partying and having too much fun. Y'all should have been doing the responsible thing, because that's what I was doing. Okay. And long story short, I got them kids to put the sticks down, but that didn't stop the fight that was inside of them. They're still ready to fight. And when I see them again, I know they're still going to be turned and ready for whatever. But, you know, sometimes people are quick to judge us by our outer appearance because of where we came from. So what? God went and grabbed me from the hood. He knew I was going to come and I was going to hit with whoever. Why wouldn't he get me? Dust me off, wiped me off real clean. I'm a diamond in the rough. He couldn't wait to shine his secret weapon. He needed his baby to grow. And that's what I did. So now that I'm here, you understand what I'm saying to you? And I'm going to say that again for them just in the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the back. You feel me? Straight like that. Shout out to Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because Martin had a dream for us that has not expired and it never will. Just because their flesh is not here does not mean that they are not here. Okay? Know that they did not fight as hard as they did for us to be equal and to be treated the way that we should, fair, for nothing. Know that Jesus Christ did not sacrifice his life, okay, and get crucified for nothing. The fight will never be over because God is still here, his spirit. They can't fuck with him. And if they can't fuck with him, they can't fuck with us. Straight like that. Fuck what they talking about. Because they think they got forever. But remember, y'all hold some power, but not the power of life and death. Jesus do, baby. So know that God shall and will continue to destroy thy enemies, because that's what he do. God has never forgotten nor forsaken us. Though I had to walk down that alley, that dark alley by myself, I found the rest of the game when I got there. But I'm saying, though I had to walk down that path by myself, I didn't have no guidance. The only guidance I have is the Lord. That's all I listen to is Jesus. Okay? The unknown faith that I held for God is what got me to heaven. And I'm at heaven's gates ready to knock whoever the fuck out. And I say if they get in my way. So while we out here fighting, handle that. I'm handling this. You do that and stay out my way. That's all that I ask. Because I'm going to stay out yours. We didn't come to play with these people. And we not playing. And they're not playing. So with that being said, not only do we got the Power Rangers, we got the Care Bears, we got the Smurfs, we got the Rugrats. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of little tiny little creatures. You feel me? Like, we got the birds, the bees, the ants, the trees. We got the sun. We got the rain. We got the volcanoes. We got the tornadoes. We got the hell. You feel me? Straight like that. And we can't be fucked with. Straight like that, man. Because I am your girl, Hell Rel 614, or just Rel Truly Blessed 614, who you adore, and the devil just cannot fuck with. You already know what time it is. Because I'm a big dog. What? I do big dog shit. Straight like that, man. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a safe, amazing day. Stay prayed up. Stay sucker free, because that's the way to be. And say no to drugs, baby. And if you would like to book you a personal session with me, you already know you could do that too. And I got candles and vases and other merchandise over on Instagram, Hell Rel's Kitchen, boo. Go check me out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to drop a book too. And a lot of these stories and a lot of funny things, you know what I'm saying, when I'm mentioning God, will be inside of there too. So make sure y'all stay tuned in and make sure y'all support me. That's it. You feel me? Double tap that screen. Subscribe to both channels if you know what I mean. Hit your notification post button on so you don't drop when I miss when I drop. Because we got that straight drop. Straight like that, like a drug dealer. You know what I mean? Is that I've been cooking in the kitchen. Straight like that. Over there on Instagram. Hell Rel's Kitchen, baby. Straight like that. I love y'all.